The Commonwealth of Virginia, a founding institution in this great nation, and the rivalry between its two major schools is a storied one. No matter how the season has gone, everything is on the line when they clash for the Commonwealth Cup. The Hokies enter the stadium to the familiar strains of Enter Sandman. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, Virginia Tech has been one of those programs who had so much success during the Beamer years. This was a program to contend with, and now James Franklin is trying to be the guy that brings them back to that former glory. We will see if he can get the Hokies off to a great start, and if he is the right man for this job. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will have the first possession of the game. The Who's smashed the Hokies the last time these two squared off.
And the good feels from that blowout win carry through the offseason into this year, and Virginia's trying to set that up again with another blowout win.
You dang right, because they've taken some lumps in this series. They have not had a lot of success in recent history, so to get that under their belt, to get that confidence, and now try to build on it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
And the Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top on second down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Cavaliers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And now here comes Peyton Lewis. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Off play action. Finds his man. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Using his legs, it's Lewis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. There's some room, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Hawkins. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This rivalry dates back to 1895, the first time Virginia and Virginia Tech faced. I don't even think Virginia Tech was called the Hokies then.
And the names might have changed, and this rivalry's been consistent. The hatred is consistent. The disdain for each other is so much fun to watch late in the season.
There's just so much intensity in this game because it's normally played late in the year, and the offseason is based off of who wins this game. This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now they're going to throw it. With the catch, it's Denmark. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down.
You know, it's going to be fun to watch this team here in Blacksburg now with James Franklin coming over as head coach. And it's really key that they get this quarterback thing right. Honestly, they have not been dominant at that position consistently, probably going back to Mike Vick, back in, the late 90s and 2000. And so, new era on offense, it's all going to start and end with this guy under center.
Ethan Grunkemeyer, yeah, he comes over from Penn State. And here's the interesting thing about that, Palmer. You talk about Virginia Tech looking for that quarterback identity. James Franklin really couldn't find it at Penn State. Can he find it in Blacksburg? Bringing a lot of Penn State guys with him, a lot of excitement about this program, a lot more buy-in, and we know as well as anybody, Palmer, calling games in the atmosphere that is Lane Stadium, that place will absolutely rock.
Out wide left, it's Denmark. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. They're all over it. Headed to the end zone. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on fourth and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal. To the end zone, and it's picked off. The pick six, he takes it in. Touchdown, Virginia.
Man, the offense rolls the dice. They want six. They choose not to kick a field goal. They choose to be aggressive, and man, do they make a big mistake. Throw the football, intercepted. Not only that, he takes it all the way back to the house. What a momentum swing in this football game.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes it Virginia 14, Virginia Tech 0. Number 41 set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Fresh center downs going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Brown. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they could put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
Man, you gotta love the response of the quarterback. Like last possession, you make a mistake, easy to get down on yourself sometimes, but now just come out and you're absolutely surgical. 4 for 4, spreading the ball out, seeing the defense really well. Nice bounce back for this QB.
Fresh set of downs going up top, setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd and long here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the right. Tosses it incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the 2nd half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on 1st. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Hands it off. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real thrilling performances, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Cavs and Hokies. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Virginia Tech and Virginia plays out.
And the Hokies will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Drops back on first down. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Got it in the middle, it's Flores. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Here comes the heat. Right side, it's Courtney. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Play action on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
quickly out to the tight end.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Cavaliers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Burrowing for yardage. Breaks into the open. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game,
He caught it! They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to slam it in. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on, timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
They'll try to put points on the board with a field goal to start this 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Number 41, set to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. On the ground, it's Hawkins. Stopped in his tracks, he got nothing, it'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Hokies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Makes the catch. It's Heath. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Turns it upfield. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple of possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Turns up, it's Hawkins. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Wants to throw again. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Left side is Green. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. It's hard to say just let that thing hit the ground. Your instincts take over, but he would have been better off to let it fall.
No, you're right. And your inclination is to go catch it when the ball's in the air. But nice job. You're not going to get to the quarterback. You're not going to sack him. What do? Get your hands in the air. Try to disrupt.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
Under pressure. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down.
Man, now and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what...
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rush right in his face. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Out wide left, it's Denmark. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Finds his big tight end. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
And this offense trusted their quarterback. Third down and short, they give him the football, tell him to go make a play. Nothing open. What does he do? We're in field goal range. We're in a good spot here. Throws the football away, makes the right decision.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Got to make the play on fourth. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. So the Cavaliers take down the Hokies to claim the Commonwealth Cup. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.